I'm Jennifer.
And I'm Andrew. And
THS TV starts now. Last week, the Tremont retirement home in Houston burnt down.
One of our teachers, Mrs. West's mother, was in that retirement home.
Miss West went down to Houston to help clean up some of the damage and save some of her mother's memories.
My mom, I got a call on Monday and they said that my mom's retirement apartment was on fire and it was burning down and that everyone had gotten out safely, that all the residents just got out with what they had in their hands. So I went to Houston as quickly as I could. And when I got there, they put my mom in a hotel room, and all she had was the keys to get in her apartment. She didn't have her medication or her cell phone, and really none of the residents had anything other than what they walked out with. Well, when I got there, I found out that they weren't allowing any of the residents back into their rooms, but there was no tape or no sign or anything, so I thought, well, what the heck? So I got in her apartment and I grabbed just handfuls of stuff until the fire marshal saw me and asked me not to go in there anymore, but I was able to get most of her things, so that was kind of neat. And then 2 days later, they said that they would allow the residents to go in for 5 minutes with one box and get their belongings. And I had a friend of mine who was a retired fire marshal that went with me, and we were able to really empty her apartment in 4 hours and put everything out into the yard. And so I put the dry things in a new apartment, which she got, which was cool, and brought all the wet things back home. And then last night at 3 o'clock in the morning, we were spreading all the wet clothes out in my yard, and I brought boxes of wet pictures, hundreds and hundreds of wet pictures here to school today, and my classes helped me spread them out on paper and saved 150 years of history in 2 hours. It was awesome. As we looked through the things that we were able to save, my mother had her poll tax, which is a tax they used to have to pay to vote from 1959. Her wedding bouquet was in a little box. We saved it. That was from 1941. My great-grandfather's teaching certificate from 1891 was in there. Her first husband was a pilot in the Air Force in World War II, and we had those pictures. And he was shot down, and then she was married to my dad, who was a Marine and an FBI, CIA employee, and we had all of his pictures, and just family heirlooms and treasures, and really 150 years of history. So that was pretty neat.
Softball has been competing very well in the past few weeks.
Here's an update on how they've been doing.
I think that we do good because we grew up together, and us, we get along, and once we get on there, we just have fun. During practice, we work hard. It's not any different from any other sport. We just get along really well, and we joke around a lot.
We have been playing more like as a family, not just a team, and like we've definitely gotten closer, and that just helps us out on the field.
We are currently 2-1. We beat Llano and Liberty Hill. We had a loss against Burnett, but we're definitely picking it up from there. I would say our strongest point would be being loud and getting the other team off track and making them fall, because we're pretty loud when we're in the dugout, and on the field my defense is pretty loud. I'm expecting hopefully that we'd win district again like we did last year. We're doing pretty good. We're staying strong, and hopefully we get past the first round of playoffs, and hopefully we can get a chance in the state tournament. I think we can make it. We have a game tomorrow against Salado at 7. They're going to be pretty tough, but I think we can do it. They're 0-3, we're 2-1. They did get beat by Burnett, but we definitely have been picking it up since Tuesday.
We have author Varian Johnson visiting our school.
Here's Ms. Fox with more information.
On April 4th and 5th, author Varian Johnson is going to come to Taylor High School to speak to all of the sophomores, juniors, and seniors. The students will be coming into the library during their English classes to hear him talk about his writing career, his career as an engineer, and hopefully show students how those two things can go together. We often don't think of math and reading as being something someone would enjoy doing, both. But I think Mr. Johnson is going to be very interesting. He's written 3 books. 2 of the books have been put in all the English 2, 3, and 4 classes for the students to get an idea what kind of writing he does. This is one of them. It's called My Life as a Rhombus. This was the first nationally known book that he wrote, and it is an award-winning book. It was one of our THS books a couple of years ago. His second book that he'll probably be referring to is called Saving Maddie.
The physics classes are participating in a competition called the Physics Bowl.
If you would like more information or would like to sign up, please talk to Ms. Gifford in the science wing.
Hey, Steven. What's up? Not much. Just working on some physics homework. Why should I care? You see, the Physics Bowl is coming up. What's that? You see, each year approximately 10,000 students take a 40-question, 45-minute timed, multiple-choice test under the school's supervision. The 2011 exam will be given between March 30th and April 13th. Exam questions are based on topics and
Okay. For more information, talk to Miss Gifford in the science wing, room 110. Well, that's all we got for you today. Back to you.
THS recently competed in their district UIL academic competition.
Here are the results.
By David Sedaris. At the age of 41, I'm returning to school, and have to think of myself as what my French textbook calls a true debutante.
This past weekend, students competed at the UIL competition in Lampasas High School. The following medals were won. Noah Kopit got 6th in ready writing. Vanna Rain got 5th in literary criticism, and Zachary Lindsay got 3rd in science. Zach also qualified to go to Corpus Christi. Way to go, Ducks!
FCCLA is hosting a fundraiser called Dinner and a Show.
Here's Elric.
All right, we are here today with Mrs. Martin, the culinary arts teacher here at Taylor High School. And today we're here to talk about a fundraiser coming up on April 8th, the Dinner and a Show fundraiser. So, Mrs. Martin, tell us about this fundraiser.
Okay, this fundraiser is for FCCLA, and what it is a 3-course meal, and it will have a show while you're eating. And this is only $10 to come per seat. It's going to be in the Taylor High School cafeteria, and some of the talent that we will be featuring is limited includes but is not limited to Hannah Wyson, Jacques Brown, Mr. Gray, Miss Catonio, and some others. So it should be really interesting. It's going to be in the cafeteria. It's not going to look like that. It'll look like a nice restaurant, and it's going to be a great night to take a date out. So where else can you get 3 courses for $10 and entertainment?
All right. Again, that date is April 8th for all of you people out there who are planning on coming. It's a Friday. And, well, that's all we got for you today. Thank you, Miss Martin. Back to you.
Well, that's it for us here at THS TV.
Hey, Andrew.
What's up, Elric?
What do you call a fish with no eyes?
I don't know, man. What?
To find the duck call online, first go to the Taylor ISD homepage. Then point on the Campuses tab. Go down to High School and click on the Student Media link. There you'll find the duck call with more stories like these.